Jess, let me know, and make sure you guys stay tight. Do not move the clip. One person use the clicker.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We're good.
Also, sorry if I ruined your guys' appetite. I know I'm not the best dressed looking. Yeah.
Elvis.
You're looking good, Elvis.
Elvis, and then the building.
Elvis is in the building.
All right, Jess, you ready?
Yep.
Okay, whenever you guys are ready.
Hi, we're Charity Connect. My name is Ben Cusack.
My name is Elvis Mesa.
I'm Riel Patel. And I'm Anusha Mahanti. Today we want to talk to you about spare change. We all have it. I have some sitting in my cup holder of my car. Ben found some in his hockey bag. Elvis has some in his pocket right now. And Anusha even found some in the hallway. And I bet you guys have some laying around too. But do we all put it to the best use possible? Well, let's find out more. What is digital change? Digital change, better known as roundups, is the virtual spare change captured from a transaction that is rounded up to the nearest dollar. Bank of America first capitalized on this idea when they used it for their checkings and savings accounts. Next, Acorns used it for investments. Change then used it for their customers' student loans, and we, Charity Connect, will use it for donations. Here's how roundups works. Take a cup of coffee, for example. It's $3.50. We round it up to $4, and the extra 50 cents gets put into your account for donations. Same with these pairs of shoes and the bottle of shampoo. You may say that's not a lot of money, and will it go to a good cause? Well, let's take a closer look at how much we donated this year. So, according to Giving USA, in 2016, America donated $390 billion. And of that, 72% was donated by individuals. If we look closer, less than half of that was donated by the low to mid class. So does that mean that they're less charitable? Well, on the contrary. They donated more of their income than the upper class did. But they donated in small amounts. So where is this money actually going? The results are actually quite shocking. In 2014, March of Dimes gave 15% of their donations to the cause. Then, in 2014, American Red Cross collected enough money to build 109 homes after the Haiti disaster, but they only built 6 homes. This could be really distracting and for donors to donate, and when they see these numbers, they don't actually want to donate to these causes. We, Charity Connect, we have a solution to that. We are going to connect donors to small charities that make a real difference in their communities.
So how does our website work? By either logging on to charityconnect.com or by clicking on a link from our social media pages, the donor will be directed to our homepage. We anticipate that the donor would be interested in making a donation, and hence we have included the Let's Get Started tab in order for them to do so. Now, to make an account on our website, we do ask for the donor to provide us with their bank account information. With this information, we will be tracking the transactions that they have made, and using our roundup method, we are going to take that money and put it in their account. They have to save up to $20, and when they do, we send them a notification via email asking them to sign into their account and select the charities to donate this $20 to. For example, Jane is interested in education, so she would select the Education tab, and then she would browse through all the charities we are sponsoring in that education field. She likes the mission that District 220 Educational Foundation is doing, and hence she's going to click the donate button, and all the money will go there.
You might finally be asking, who's actually going to use this? We figured out that mostly millennials between the ages of 20 to 44 will most likely be using this. We all know that millennials aren't really worried about saving money for retirement. They're most likely worried about where is this money going to go and is it going to a good cause. They primarily make $55,000 or more and live in urban USA. Our customer is the charities. These charities make $450,000 or less a year. That may sound like a lot of money, but in reality, it's not really that much. That's mostly all the small charities around here. We also want to be able to give these charities a steady flow of income throughout the year, instead of waiting until the end of the year when they do their big Lollapalooza or whatever they want to do. We think that it'd be better if they got their money through every month, so then they can, so then they have more money throughout the year, so then they can do more. So in America, minus religious affiliated charities, our total addressable market is $732 million. We decided that we want to narrow that number down to just the Chicagoland area and all the counties in the Chicagoland area. So we figured out there's 276 charities in the Chicagoland area according to NCCS, which is the National Charitable, it basically just tracks the charities and everything that it does. We believe that we'll be able to get more than 50% of these charities as 66%, so 200 charities reachable within our target market. We also believe that, that these numbers do coexist because of the $45 a month for the 12 months will equal our $108,000.
Now, who's our competition? Our competition includes Drops, which is a non-profit app that also uses roundups. But their perk is that they charge the donor 15% of the donation going to the charity. The next one is CoinUp. They also use roundups, but they are a for-profit app, and they charge 15% of the donation also. And Global Giving does not use roundups, and they also charge 5 to 15% of the donation that's going to the cause.
So now on to our marketing tactics. Our first marketing tactic would be Facebook. We have found that 31% of our target market are active users of this platform. We currently have 25 followers on our Facebook account, and we've also found that per click on a Facebook ad, it's roughly 27 cents. Next, we would like to use Instagram. We have found that 39% of our target market are active users of the social media platform. Currently, we have 38 followers on our Instagram page. Next, we would like to use a device called a beacon. The beacon transmits a message to people within a range of X miles who have their Bluetooth on. We have found that 53% of people normally have their Bluetooth on, and we've also found that one beacon roughly costs $30. We would like to participate in the Family Expo held by the Barrington Chamber of Commerce because we know that we'll be able to reach a lot of our target market. Lastly, we would like to send out email blasts every month informing donors of any upgrades or changes we have made on our website. Now for a channel, we have a direct channel, which is our website. The benefit of having a direct channel is that we would not have way too many costs, and we do not have to rely on anyone to make changes on our website. However, we would not be able to receive the same amount of marketing as we would with an indirect channel.
Let's talk about our pricing strategies. We want to go for tier pricing. Tier pricing allows the charity to have more of an option, more of a flexibility on our website to see how much marketing or exposure they want. We expect most charities will go for the standard price of $45. That will have the standard features of being on our website and having monthly features. But there are also premium options and the basic options, depending on how much you want to spend. We based our first year sales, like I said, off of the $45 because we think that most charities will go for the $45 standard unit. So we took our 16 customers, 16 charities on the website, times it by 12 months, one charge per month would equal $8,640. Our cost of goods sold would be $0, we're not manufacturing anything, and our gross profit would be 100% of our first year sales.
So now on to our MVP. We are going to be testing three tests. One, demand, price, and marketing. For our demand, we will be testing this by our key metrics. For price, we will be testing this through our complimentary service that we give to charities, and we will be promoting 3 charities, 1 per month. Our marketing will stay the same. We will be promoting the charities on our Facebook and Instagram, and we will still have our beacon around town notifying donors to go to our website. We will then be attending the Family Expo April 8th to create awareness for our company. Lastly, we will keep up to date with our email blast and to notify donors about the next charity that we will be promoting. So here's how it works. We will be including concierge and a landing page. For a concierge, we will go out and talk to the charities and see if they want to participate. We have already found some interest from the District of 220 Educational Foundation to be on our MVP. For our landing page, the donors will come to this landing page from our social media or the Beacon, and they will have the option to donate later or donate now. If they want to donate later, they will just provide us their email to get notified about upcoming charities that we are promoting. If they donate now, a pop-up will pop up like this one, where they can donate the amount they want to. We will be using the charity's PayPal to get the donation to and from the charity. The donation will not touch us. Next, we will allow them to put their email in to get more information about our company.
So now for our timeline. Today's the pitch, and we are hoping to launch our landing page on the 21st of this month. On the 20th of February, we're going to order our beacons, and since it takes roughly 3 business days to arrive, we hope to promptly stage those beacons on the 23rd of February. On the 26th of this month, we are going to promote our first charity, and on the 28th, we are going to run our first Facebook ad. On March 2nd, we are hoping to promote our second charity, and on 21st of March, we are planning on making any changes from the feedback we've received from our donors. On the 28th of March, we are going to run our second Facebook ad, and on April 2nd, we're going to promote our third and final charity.
To determine the success of our MVP, we will be checking our key metrics, which will be the number of emails, number of donations, and number of clicks on our website. We will also be tracking the number of followers on our social media accounts.
So now for the cost of our MVP. We have found that our landing page will take roughly $75. However, since we are planning on making changes during the implementation period, we're asking for an extra $25 to give us $100 for our website. For Facebook ads, we are going to run 2 Facebook ads, and we're hoping to get 150 clicks per ad. And since each click costs 27 cents, we have come to a total of $81. We would like 2 beacons. One costs $30, so 2 would be $60. And we are asking for business cards for the Family Expo, which is $12, and a banner also for the Family Expo, which is $70. This all adds up to a total of $323.
So who's ready to change the world with Charity Connect? Thank you.
So great job, and I love the marketing. You guys really did a great job on that. But like an earlier team this morning, I don't see the MVP testing the actual product. So the product is somebody's got to agree to give their bank account information to a website, and then you're testing the roundup. And so you've got to have a lot of consumers doing that, and then your customer, the charity, has got to agree to pay for a subscription, a monthly subscription fee. But really what your MVP is testing it through advertising, seeing who's interested in the cause. You're testing how popular a charity cause is, not if somebody is willing to actually sign up with an account. I think that's a whole different kind of person that would actually do that. And then the charities, it doesn't seem to me that you're testing whether they're going to pay a subscription model or not. So that's my concern. I mean, the rest of it I think was really well thought out, well planned. But I'm not sure at the end that if you had good numbers, that means that you're actually going to have a business. Plus, I'm going to flag right now, the cost of getting that website and all the security with it is going to be a serious number. So I think you have to really understand the market in order to get somebody to invest in building something that's got banking, security, and account and all of that kind of stuff going, and interfacing with different things. It's significant. So anyways, that's my general thought. I don't know if anyone else.
Yeah, I think that's right, but I want to try to give you some sense of direction about how you can pivot to test this out. So I really like the idea. It's good.
Yeah.
It's really good. and I think there's a bunch of ways you can take this. The big key is going to be later on, can you develop technology where someone's bank account information is downloaded, it's rounded up, and all that is done in a secured way. That's a several $100,000 software development initiative that will take a while. I'm wondering if maybe you can try to do this in a very manual way before you invest the several $100,000 to do it. And maybe the manual way is relatively simple. And you go to retailers in Barrington, and you just say, you know, a bunch of places like the Ronald McDonald House, and McDonald's has that little thing where you just throw your change into it, and a bunch of them have those little plastic things that sit there, and people put their change in it. You've seen that? That's kind of the old way of old school rounding. And it's a little cheesy, because you never trust it. You're like, yeah, right, my money's going to be going there or something. But maybe you have, you put a little bit of a nice design together of 3 different charities, you know, education, maybe a local hospital, and something else. And you go to 10 retailers and you say, gosh, would you agree that we can put this, you know, at your next to your cash register, and then test whether or not people, which charities are getting the biggest bang, or which retailers are agreeing to it.
Or maybe another way they could do that that's easier is the Facebook ads that you were gonna do.
Yeah.
If you did your ads and target it just to Barrington, so it's a very small area, you know, this area, and say, would you be willing to donate 12 cents of your cup at Starbucks in downtown Barrington to HARP, which is a local charity? Would you be willing to do that? And it's sort of a yes or no, you know, and round up your Starbucks coffee. So it's very focused, very targeted message, and see how many responses you get to that exact question. That would tell you if there are people willing to round up at a retail, to go to a retail or a local charity. That might be one way you could target, to test it. And then the landing page, you know, is good. And then to test the charity side, you know, maybe you can go try to do even letters of intent to see, go to the same, say we're going to promote your HARP and these other charities in our Facebook ads. Would you be willing to sign a letter of intent that if we get this up and running, you would pay $45 a month subscription fee? You know, there's no commitment. That would test the 2 aspects of it better than just the other way. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You know, because
I'm not necessarily wild about this manual idea that I proposed. I'm just kind of talking out loud here.
But it sparks some other thoughts on how you could actually test exactly what you're planning. Because the idea is fabulous. I agree with Michael. I love the roundup change, making it easy, and all of that. And your exit strategy is hopefully to sell to Starbucks or somebody who can, you know, implement it then to all the local charities around the world. That would be awesome. But I think you need to really test the idea somehow. Maybe you can develop a Facebook ad that is very specific to that. And $100 worth of ads or $80 worth of Facebook ads for just the 610 zip code would really give you a good sampling of whether there's interest or not.
Yeah, we have been looking into groups on Facebook, so we're targeting more of like the alumni in Barrington and groups like Rotary clubs in Barrington.
Yeah,
on
exactly.
Facebook.
Yeah,
Is there a way that, you know, there's a bunch of peer payment programs like Venmo you get familiar with, and now all the banks have them. I wonder if there's a way for you to leverage that technology, so you don't have to write your own, and you basically say, we're going to create a social media presence that's powered by Venmo. Okay, we're not going to call it our own software. We're just going to say this is a very, like, give $1 a day or give 50 cents, sign up to give 50 cents a day through your Venmo account. Could you give us 50 cents a day towards the Education Foundation? And what we're going to do is you sign up for Venmo. There's an activation process. And you're just gonna send them an email every year saying your $13 or every week, your $3.50 Venmo, I request $3.50, pay it. And you guys are just a channel, a marketing channel that is very, like you're gonna make a charity hundreds of thousands of dollars, like a quarter a time. You're just gonna have a bazillion transactions to do it. And you promote it as, oh, come on, it's like the change in your pocket. It's technically not the change in your pocket. 'Cause you know, come on, really for 50 cents a day, could you help the Education Foundation?
Can you spare 12 cents really for, a poor kid kind of thing?
Yeah, like 12 cents feeds a child. But I want you to I love this idea of giving, and I really like that slide about, hey, wealthy people give, but it's only 1.3% of their income. Less wealthy people give, and it's 2.3% of their income, and it's done in really small increments.
It's Exodus.
So I don't know, maybe you could do something like that. You can have what we're building is a Venmo campaign, a list that's powered by Venmo. Now, someone has to sign up for Venmo. And so your real MVP test is, can I get somebody to give money? Can I activate them through Venmo? And then what my metrics is, every time I send out your Venmo bill, what percent of the people pay you? Because you're going to have some fallout. After you prove that you have the ability to have a revenue stream, and don't charge the charities anything at the beginning. Feature 3 charities, because you're going to need the hook to get somebody in. Once you go to the charity and say, I have found money for you, then you can determine how much you should pay. And they should pay not a flat fee. If you're wildly successful with a bunch of people signing up at 50 cents a day, and I have 100,000 people that signed up for that charity should pay $45. Your competitors are charging 15% for a reason. And I don't think that's necessarily a bad business model. That's how you're going to want to scale this, is you're going to want to participate in the success of your
Last comment.
community.
So I would be okay with giving them the 323 for,
Yeah,
with that caveat, if you.
What do you guys think about that, though?
Yeah, I think that's interesting. The reason why we didn't include roundups in our MVP was because we are working with someone named Peggy Eastwood, and she's helping us with our website. So we were trying to get a number on the algorithm that we would need to use. And obviously we wouldn't be able to use it for our MVP because it would take a while to get it. So.
Yeah, no, I get the challenge with the MVP. That's
It's a big
infrastructure.
Do you think you could, are you familiar with Venmo?
Yes, we.
Yes.
You probably ought to use Venmo, right?
No, not yet.
No.
We've heard that.
Just wait a couple of years and then get your parents to use it. It's very convenient.
There's also one called Cell, that's payment by mobile phone numbers. That is there too.
But it costs nothing. I mean, if you had a Venmo account right now, I have a Venmo account, I can take money out of my debit card and it goes right into your account. Now, if you use credit card, that's where they make a transaction fee.
Okay.
But it's zero cost. Zero cost.
I just thought if they had Venmo accounts, if they did it on a volunteer, if you put up signs like at the local places, Starbucks and Cook Street and that said, if you have a Venmo account, gift us, round it up yourself and gift us and let us know or something, you could, see if you
Separate
can.
from the transaction.
Yeah, just like.
Yeah, truthfully, you don't even have to be exclusive to Venmo.
Yeah.
Anybody that has a electronic payment platform, you can accept all of them. You just have to, but a lot of people don't have them, so you could say, gosh, our default is to show you Venmo. But if you have one, sign up. So give us your email and tell us what platform you're on. Oh, I'm on Bank of America. Great. What's your name and your email? And you can look somebody up. Boom. On Bank of America, look them up and say, great, can I send you a bill for you tell me, 25 cents a day, 50 cents a day, $1 a day, $10 a day,
Okay.
or whatever the number
Yeah.
is.
And then, real quick, lastly, to the percentage out of each donation, the reason that we decided not to do that was because we didn't think that taking our percentage out and then the charity takes their percentage out, we'd be just doing what those big charities are doing.
Yeah, no, it's,
I like
just
that
taking
very
out
much.
a lot of money.
yeah, I get that, for sure.
15% of a donation fee is high.
Yeah.
You're a for-profit, right?
Yeah.
You're not running this as a nonprofit, you're just a socially conscious
Yeah.
for-profit company.
You-gooders.
Well, I'll tell you what, with your MVP, let's keep it very simple. Let's see if you can get people to donate to 3 charities. Let's worry about how we'll get the money to the charities, maybe at the beginning for nothing.
Yeah.
And then you'll figure out what it's worth to them, and you can then, figure out is it $45 flat? Is it a percent? Is it maybe not 15%? It's a much more efficient, maybe it's 10% and it's cheaper than the alternative. Yeah.
Yeah, we've also thought about that ourselves, so we wanted to do 3 months free for the charity, so then they can understand okay, so this is working for us, that $45 is worth it, or that premium option is worth it. So we wanted the first 3 months free, and especially for the MVP will be free for the charity. So basically all the profits are.
Yeah, this is what's called, there's a lot of business models out there, it's called a two-sided business model, where you need 2 different customer groups to be proportionate to each other in order for the thing to succeed. There's a bunch of things like that, like staffing, the business I came from. You have to recruit people, and then you have to get customers that need people. And if you have too many people and not enough customers, these people are mad. And if you have too many customers and not enough people, those people are mad. So the best way to solve for this is to build your users first and say, it's free for you guys, okay? You can't get mad at me if it's free, okay? And just deal with that group later. Because you're going to prove that they're not going to pay $45. You're not going to validate that they won't pay $45. What you're going to validate is they're not going to pay $45 because you're not giving them anything yet. You don't have enough of you don't have critical mass over here yet with your givers. So let's get your giver, let's get your MVP very focused. We want donors. How we're going to do it? Oh, I love your market. I love that beacon idea, by the way. I just learned something brand new. You literally buy little things.
Yeah, I didn't know about Beacon either.
I want a bunch of them.
I'll give you a download on them.
Yeah, I wrote that down myself. I was like, that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Get them at every one of the conferences that we go to for Incubator.
Oh, God.
It's more complicated than that, but I'll show you what, because someone has to code it, so who's going to code it?
You know what,
Detail.
the problems are what you guys are gonna solve because you're entrepreneurs, right?
Yes.
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 Yes,
Yes.
you'll figure it out. But it's a cool thing.
Yeah, then share it with us for our conferences.
Yeah, and then let us know, we hire you to do it.
Exactly.
As long as you buy into the business.
Gotcha. Here we
Now
go,
you
here
get
we
it,
go.
now you get it.
All right, did we give you enough on the MVP direction? And
Yep.
so you have to review your timeline because it's changed a bunch of stuff. The money seems to be fine,
Yeah.
just reallocated how you would
Yeah.
you would spend it. And then think about a way to activate people in a very simple way. Like, yes, I want to donate pennies a day to this cause. Here's my email, here's my peer payment. If they don't have peer payment, you can create one. And even if they don't have that, you might have to figure out a way to say, you send them an email with, hey, you owe us $3.50. Would you like to set up Venmo now? Or you want to just give us your credit card, or maybe people give you your credit card right away. Give them options of ways to pay. And actually what you're gonna test is what's the best way.
Yeah.
Venmo, Bank of America, they gave you your credit card, they said bill me later.
I have one more idea. You just made me think, you know those coin banks that you crank and
Yeah.
it puts them in the wrappers? Because banks no longer do this as a service. I don't know if you guys know that. So you
The
have.
Jewel does it for like, they take 10%.
Yeah, well, but if you set up a little secure coin bank, well, then you won't, no, never mind. That's just a way to raise money. You won't get to the individual. I'm saying people can throw their change in there. You're collecting it at the point of sale, but you won't know who the individual is that sent it to you.
Yeah.
And
You
that's
guys are
what you
eating
want us
into
to
your
be
lunch,
doing.
just so you know.
All right, well, anyway, sorry, that was a wasted
It's
idea.
okay.
Really, really
No
good
way.
presentation.
Okay, thank
You guys did awesome.
Turning the wheel.
Thank you.
Awesome. All right, great.
323, yes?
Yes.
320.
With the,
Yes.
some adjustments?
Can we go 325 and
Yes,
buy another?
you got it.
27 cents divided by
No, no, no.
We're rounding up, we're rounding up. Rounding up to 2, 3, 25.
Very funny.
Thank you.